What's up, everybody? This is Armada DB, and tonight I'm going to talk about competing. All about it. Why do you want to compete? Why do you think you should compete? Are you ready to compete? Everything. So let's start off with a brief summary of myself, of course. I started competing when I was 18. I played professional overseas soccer. When I was 16, 17, I started having Osgood-Slaughters. That's where the knee swells up a lot after you play games or run. I wanted to get into something. Me and my family, we went out to Venice Beach, California, Muscle Beach. I walked around. I saw some of the bodybuilders. I couldn't believe what I saw. I was like, that's superhuman. Of course, I grew up, liking the Hulk, Batman, Superman, all that. And I said, I want to look like that. That looks badass. That's what I want to look like. And I started telling my friends. They're like, "Oh, dude, you're crazy. You're so skinny. You'll never be big." But I was determined, and so I started researching. So I'm gonna say this thing right now. Y'all guys, girls, you have it so lucky now. You have the internet, which is a blessing and a curse, because if you watch videos like mine, and other people's videos that are smart, you get good advice. So if you're watching this video, you're doing good. But there's so much videos out there are just junk, and do not listen to them. And so basically, we didn't have any of that. So we just had to study by medical books, by diet books. I mean, that's what I went to school for, dietitian. Did that teach me how to prep people? No, it didn't. So I got started lifting weights right away, gained a ton of muscle because I stopped all the running. I started eating a lot. And so I went from like freshman year I was 115 pounds. Long distance runner, soccer player. By senior year, I was 240 pounds. Was I ripped? No. Was I fat? No. I was full, nice and full, 240 pounds. I was stronger than any of the football players. And at freshman year, I couldn't even bench press the barbell, which was 45 pounds. This is my daughter's apple juice, but it tastes good at night. So basically, that's where I'm at. And so I went on to competing, won a bunch of shows, did very well, were in a ton of magazines, on TV shows, did some acting. That's another time I can talk about myself and how awesome I am. But I got into prepping right after that with my friends, because they're like, you won your show, you won your first four shows, could you help us? And so, yeah, so I did it for free. It was fun. And then I learned I had a niche for it. I was very, very good at it. And no matter how much you read in books, journals, does not teach you how to be an amazing, badass contest prep coach. It's just basically trial and error and, experience. And fortunately, I didn't have too much error. I had a lot more success. But going into it, you have no idea what you're doing a lot. And you experiment on yourself. You experiment on people, and hold on, I'm gonna get my phone charger. And people are sleeping. So I must have known. Okay, so I focused on my friends. I didn't claim to be some contest prep coach. I just did it to help my friends, and they started winning, and they all praised me, said you're awesome, blah, blah, blah. And then I started doing it for a living. Several years after I started, prepping myself. Okay, there we go. And so basically, I was really good at it, and I loved doing it. I loved changing people's bodies. And at first I did it for free, so it wasn't about the money. I just loved prepping people and changing their bodies. So basically, I got into bodybuilding because I didn't get picked on, I didn't get beat up. Even though I was a smaller kid, I would probably be beating kids up that were picking on me, and then they learned their lesson. But I love the look of it. I love the super freaky human look that looked like a cartoon character. I did not want to go through life. I always said, I will never go to work wearing a suit and tie every single day. First off, I'm claustrophobic. That would drive me nuts. Second of all, that's just not me. I wanted to go to school and do something I loved. So basically, with all the prep, I encountered so many different kinds of people, crazy people, cool people. At a young age, I was going to the Arnold Olympia. I was a top premier athlete sponsored by Diamond Ties. I had banners and banners and banners of me hanging down, talk about a young kid blowing their head up. My head was like this big. And I was doing well. I was making money. I was making a living. My parents, especially my mom, was super proud of me. She would brag on me all the time. And I was in all the magazines. And it was a really awesome time in bodybuilding. Fast forward, and now it's a lot different. Which people say bring bodybuilding back again, bring the good old times back. That's what we're talking about. I'm only 34, but I started competing when I was 18. But let's get into, and we can touch on further videos, different questions, but let's talk about bodybuilding and why do you want to do a competition? Most people do competitions because a lot of people are competitive. They come from competitive sports and they want to compete again somehow. They want to push their body to the max limits and get there. Those are usually good clients. Then you got the people that have never done anything athletic, never competed. They just want to get on stage for the attention. And a lot of times, those are the clients that fail. Those are the people that don't do well. And basically, they want to get up there for the wrong reasons. So they want to get up there to say, hey, look at me, family, friends, Instagram, Facebook, look how awesome I am. I did it. And that's what they want to do. So, and then you got the people that want to get up there to make a living at it. They're like, I want to turn pro, get my pro card, and make a living at it. This is not to burst your bubble. Used to, we would do a show, we would, turn pro, get a contract, get another contract, make a living, make a salary, do pretty well, and you can make a living. I was making a living when I was age 21 to 25. I was making a living purely off bodybuilding. And then I had my additional money. I was doing restaurant management, and I was doing contest prep and personal training. So I was making really good money then. Most of the people, they just bodybuild and laid around and was lazy. That's the problem with bodybuilders. A lot of them are lazy. They want things given to them. You have to work hard for it. I worked hard for everything I got, every magazine I was in. I mean, the magazines, how I got in the first magazines, I had my mom take pictures of me in my room, flexing in front of my bed at like age 18 or 19, sent them into Muscle Mag. They sent a letter back that said, we like your look, we want to shoot you. I'm like, really? From some throwaway camera, disposable camera pictures? And that's how I got started. So, people want to get into it just to say, look at me and get all the attention. And for some people that feels really good. They haven't really found their niche in life. They don't have, and here's the deal. Everybody loves attention to a certain degree. Some people run away from it. Like me, I don't like that attention anymore. I like to, live my life, not be in the limelight, all that. That's the reason I stopped competing also, a big reason. But a lot of people just want to be up there and be seen and, they could get last place in their show and still post tons of pictures, post their cheat meals, post their prep, hashtag I did this. It's draining, let me tell you. And the legit people out there, it's draining. It's just like, guys, come on. Like I do the Instagram, let me tell you something. It wears me out. And I don't even have that huge of a following. It wears me out. Going through all that and, dealing with all that junk. I just don't like it. Used to, we had the magazines. I was in all the magazines. They would find your name. They would Google you. It would go to my website. Not many people had bodybuilding websites then. I did. Several others did. Everybody has bodybuilding websites now or online coaching. They would come find me, hire me as a coach, and boom. In the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there was probably a total of 10 coaches, and the coaches were good. And I was one of those 10. Now, oh man, thousands. Everybody that does a show is a coach now, and it's sad. And it's really sad because the legitimate ones we paid our dues. We put in, you know, we put in competing ourselves, suffering ourselves, so we know what it takes to get there. We put trial and error. We've had all these clients. We went to all these seminars. We did, I mean, we've done everything to get to, I'm speaking for myself. I know what I've spent, what I've done mentally, physically, emotionally to get to where I'm at today, and the knowledge I know. And I'm a little different coach than other people. I don't go chasing people around. People come to me for prep, and I'll tell you a little about that later. Okay, then you have your weight loss clients that they lost a lot of weight. They want to get on stage and showcase it. Here's the deal with that. You've got people that can do that. Their skin will tighten up, and I've seen pretty heavy people skin tighten up. And then you got the people that their skin, they don't tighten up, and it looks really, really bad on stage, and their coach or whoever it may be should have told them, hey, probably this isn't for you. Just because you lose weight, you don't have to be on stage. It's amazing, congratulations, you lost weight. You don't have to be on stage. Just go look in the mirror, smile, get some pictures done, you know, or you can get the surgery and get all the skin cut off. So you got the weight loss clients, there's a lot of those. Think what else? Basically the girl that wants to say they're a model, okay, as soon as they do their first show, NPC competitor, they get qualified, which is, these days, it's very, very easy. Nationally qualified, NPC competitor, okay, cool. Model, inquiries, DM me below. So they're a fitness model already. They're a professional fitness model. So since they sign up on Instagram and put professional fitness model, they're a professional fitness model, okay? So, and they have about 5 sponsors. Use this code for that. Use my sunglasses code, my food code, my supplement code, my clothing code, my sunglass code, I mean, it could go on. And there's some ridiculous codes out there. And don't let me get me started with the GoFundMe pages, okay? And so basically there's all these, you know, avenues for people to make money and get people to support them. So here's the deal too, people get into it. They have a lot of family and friends that are suckers. They don't know anything about the industry. And these people will give them money and support and cheer them on and do all this stuff. And they're just suckers for it because they have no idea. And this isn't to be a negative video. This is just to really shine some light on the competitive world and why are people competing today. And what can you expect from it, okay? This is going to be, we're at 12 right now. This is going to be a little lengthy video just because there's a lot to say. I could go on actually for hours, but I'm not. When I watch videos, I can hardly take more than 5 minutes, so I know how it is. But it's a lot of good information. So basically, you got those type of people that want to compete. The list could go on, and there's other kinds of people for different reasons. And, you know, anywhere they got picked on, they want to, you know, show people they can do it. They want to prove people wrong, yada, yada, yada. And that's fine. So I have my clients. All my clients do well. And let me tell you something about my clients. I don't care if the person's never lifted a weight before. I don't care if the person's on the Olympia stage. I'm going to treat that client the same. I'm going to charge that client the same. You treat them a little different ways, and you have to, you know, a lot of this is psychology too. You have to really figure out how to treat your clients. Me, if people know me, they know I'm a very, very hard coach, physically, mentally, on my clients. I try to break them down. Because that's how I was coached, and it worked well for me. Some people that doesn't work well. Some people cry. Some women don't like it. Some people think Armand is mean. I'm not mean. In the end, I want to see you succeed and do your best. Go on my track record list. I've got all winners. My clients very, very, very randomly lose, okay? And I don't take on tons of clients either. I don't have this like massive client list, you know? I get, you know, my good clients, I space them out evenly throughout the year, and we compete. And we bring, I don't care if they have small legs, whatever, we do what we need to do to bring the best to that stage, no matter what. Well, keeping them healthy, that's very important. But besides that, no matter what, they're going to get on that stage looking their best, or damn real close to it, because I bust my butt. I put a lot of emotions into my clients, which I've